I have defeated the evil bunnies. I have conquered the wicked cobwebs, and I have destroyed the vile scum off of the floor. What is my next adventure?
I would like you to realize that I fired you last week and you're not getting paid for any of that.
Gotcha. I must get the evil person who has been taking your money so you can finally pay me.
Can you leave my home?
Fine.
Hi everybody, welcome to GameGorgon. My name is Krug.
I'm Indigo.
Today we're here to talk to you about the Paladin, the righteous warrior of holy death. Wait, that last part.
Holy death?
Yeah, no. The righteous warrior of holy love?
I will fight with honor.
The Paladin is a lawful, good warrior of justice and truth and the American way,
Whoa.
I guess.
Anything that's good and lawful, basically,
Yes.
is who they are.
Yes.
All right, where does the Paladin excel at? And that's strength.
Yep.
While it's only going to be athletics in the skill region, it does mean that you're going to be hitting more often.
Yep.
And when you do hit, you're going to be doing way more damage.
Yep. Where does your class fail? You're probably not going to be putting a lot of effort into getting dex up very high because you're gonna probably be wearing full plate.
Yeah.
And that is going to hamper the benefits of dexterity quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just stick to being a beefcake and on the front lines, probably with a big old shield and a still big old weapon.
Yeah.
Also, one little quirk about the Paladin and one place where we think it fails is that it is alignment restricted very heavily.
Yes.
You have to be lawful good. That is the most restricted alignment ever. A lot of people like to run homebrew campaigns that are evil. A lot of people like to run homebrew campaigns that are neutral, like can go either way.
Yeah, ambiguous, you
Yeah.
know, like allowing people to make the decisions that run the campaign in the direction they want to go to.
Having a character that's locked into lawful goodness or else they lose their ability to be useful, basically, is a very strong choice that
Yeah.
a player has to make at the very beginning of the campaign.
You basically, if you go against your deity's way, you become a weaker fighter.
Yeah, basically. Let us know down in the comments, do you find the alignment restriction to be too much, or do you think it's okay? Do you think it's actually better than not being restricted? We want to hear what you guys think. Let us know.
What does the Paladin get? Well, you get deific weapon,
I need a weapon.
which if your god, your deity, has a uncommon weapon, well, guess what? You now have access to that. You can now have that uncommon weapon. Now, if it's a simple weapon, you know, something that everyone has, it's going to go up 1 damage die if you're the wielder of it.
What? That's pretty strong.
That is really strong.
I want to pick a god specifically based on the fact that they have a simple weapon.
Yeah.
You also get champion powers, which is basically a pool of spell points that allows you to do paladin-y things. The thing you get by default is lay on hands, right? You basically get to touch someone and heal them.
I don't have enough mana.
But you can spec additionally into that feature and get additional, like, kind of different things you can cast with it.
Yeah, with your feats based off of what decisions that you make. There's also some that you get by default as you level up.
Cool.
But we're gonna get into that one because I think it's special.
Oh, okay.
Next, kind of going with the overall theme of the Paladin, which is the Protector, you get Retributive Strike, which allows, if your ally is within range of your weapon and gets attacked, you get to turn around and make an attack against the creature that attacked them at a -2 penalty. Now, if you hit them, you do damage and they get enfeebled 1. If it's a critical strike, it gets enfeebled 2.
Nice.
Here's the cool part, is that if it would normally knock the enemy unconscious or kill them, their attack does not do damage to your ally.
Rad.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's really cool. I like that a lot.
Another interesting feature is Righteous Ally. You as a paladin are so good, and you're just such a kiss up to your god that they send a spirit down to help you with stuff.
And you get to choose one of 3 that they give an option to, and when you choose one of them, you're stuck with that one for the rest of the game. So it's very important to determine what kind of paladin that you want to be, because it's going to change basically how your character works. So the first one is Blade Ally, which every single day you choose a weapon and you give it an additional property.
Yeah.
So they give you a short list of what additional properties that they can gain. The cool thing about it is that they don't go against the maximum number of properties that weapon can hold on a day. So if you already have a weapon that has multiple properties, guess what?
Just
boom,
cherry on top.
Exactly.
And they're not like super powerful
No.
properties. They're not like, oh, you get to do 90 additional damage.
No,
it's
no,
literally stuff like the weapon can return to you, stuff like that.
Yeah. Next is Shield Ally, which makes it so that your shield gains an additional 2 to its hardness, and it can take 2 additional dents before it's considered broken. So if you're going to be a shield-wearing paladin, which, let's be honest, most of you are, you get really high up in armor, why not use that shield?
Yeah.
Make it more useful, make it break less often, make it just wreck face.
Yeah, make it more healthy than the rest of your team combined.
The last one is Steed Ally, which basically allows it to have an animal. Yeah, it's a mount, but what's interesting is based off of your deity and you talking to your DM, you can actually take a animal that doesn't necessarily have the ride feature to it and allows you to have that as an animal companion.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think that, I like that one, flavorfulness.
Squirrel. 2 squirrels because they're small, 1 under each foot, skates.
Yeah. I like the idea of the Steed one versus like the Blade one, because I think the Blade one is the most useful out of all of them, but it's the least like flavor. Like it's just like, cool, you're better at this shit.
Yeah.
Like versus the Steed, which is like, I want a bear. You know what I mean?
That would be pretty cool. Also at level 17, you get legendary proficiency in armor.
So it's heavy armor and shield that you get legendary in, and then
same time.
Medium and light, I think, go up to master.
Wow.
So if you want to be a lower armored, you have that option. Just not going to be as good as legendary.
No.
And there's some really interesting properties when it comes to legendary armor.
Yeah, like you could take it off in like -3 seconds. Like if you want to take it off, you had already taken it off 3 seconds ago.
That's not how
you
that
can take
works.
it off very quickly though.
Now, at level 19, you get an ability called Hero's Defiance, which allows you to use your spell points other than using Lay on Hands. Now, if you have spell points, you're able to use this, and it costs 2 spell points to use. But basically, if you're hit and it would normally drop you below 0 or knock you unconscious, you get to roll 19d4. 19d4.
Better hope this happens at the end of the session, because if it doesn't, it's going to become the end of the session.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of rolls.
19d4, and if the amount of that you roll is greater than the amount of damage that you took, you keep going.
Yep.
You just keep wrecking face. And I love that. Like, it's such a cool, oh, so awesome. All right, so for the Paladin, I like the changes.
Yep.
I like the way that they did the code of conduct, which we didn't really talk about in this episode.
We did talk about it in our other episode.
We did, so if you want to see that, you should go over there.
Plug.
I like that they've changed it. I just hate that it's the only class that has a restriction on it. Like monks used to be lawful, barbarians used to be chaotic, and they got rid of both of that. But then the paladin, they still kept it. And
I would even take lawful as the requirement, and you'd be able to pick chaotic or good. I'm sorry, evil or good.
Yeah.
But that's not the way it is. There's no way to play as a neutral or an evil paladin.
Yeah.
Which I think should exist. There are neutral gods, there are evil gods. Why can't they also have paladins represent, like champions, basically?
Even the abilities that you gain, like there could be easily negative like connotations or negative aspects to them. For example, when you're a cleric, you're able to channel positive or negative energy.
Exactly.
Like that should be like.
And maybe, and this was my thought, is maybe it would. They didn't have the development time to put that into the game. Maybe when it comes out, it's going to be different.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This is my opinion on it, and I hope Paizo watches this and kind of like looks at it and sees if there's a way that they could make it so it was less restrictive.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I like the Paladin enough that if it did not have that restriction, it would be my third top 3.
Dang.
But that restriction prevents me from being able to play the character that I want to play.
Yep.
And so it's out. It's out of my books.
It's still in the book.
It's in the book, but it's out of my book. I just ripped it out and I threw it in the trash.
This is a PDF.
Why don't you guys head down to the comments and let us know what you think of the Paladin as a whole. Is it awesome? Does it suck? Is it in your top 3?
Does the restriction bother you specifically?
Yeah, exactly.
That's important to me.
While you guys are down there, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and then head over to Twitter and talk to us there and tell me your righteous fury of why you love the Paladin or hate the Paladin. You can reach me at IndigoQT.
And I'm Krug. You can get me at QueueTimes on Twitter. You can also reach both of us at the same time at _QueueTimes on Twitter or at QueueTimes on Instagram.
We've been GameGorgon. We'll see you later.